Welcome to At the Nurses Station, a podcast for nurses about everything except the patients. I'm Sam. We've got Kelly here. It's been a minute since we've gotten to record, so I'm really excited about this. I always have a backlog of things that I want to talk to you about and trivial and non-trivial issues to explore with you. So we'll jump in. How are you feeling?
I'm doing good. I had a minor procedure. People that know me know what I had done, but had a minor procedure 2 days ago. So I'm a little loopy, I feel like, because of the drugs I'm on. So you're going to, drive this train and I'm just going to follow along with you.
I don't believe that for a second. Okay. So I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking.
Oh yeah. How are you, Sam?
Yeah. Great. Yep. I worked 4 in a row, which is like not abnormal for my life historically, but gosh, I did not recover well. I came home, I felt like the house was a mess, and I've pretty much just been irritated since then. So I'm trying to get over that. We'll see. I dumped over a trash can last night.
On purpose?
Yes, on purpose, because it was overfilled and like nobody seemed to care. And also nobody cared that things weren't picked up. So I was like, fine. If nobody cares, then I'll just dump this trash can over and we'll just leave it in our house because everyone thinks that it's trashy. And
I love that. And do you know one of my very favorite pastimes as a mom is when I've asked things to be picked up multiple times and they aren't doing it. And my favorite thing is just to grab a trash can and start throwing their things away.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, if it's not important enough to pick up when I ask, guess you don't need it.
It's so cathartic.
It really
is. And then part of me feels bad later because I'm like, oh, they really love those things and I don't give them a lot. But there is a lot, even though I don't know where it comes from or how it gets here. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. I go through like the toy area multiple times of the year and it feels like it's always full. And I don't know how that happens.
But of like little things that don't match and are slightly broken and don't fit in a box. Anyway, I could go on and on about this forever, but I'm working on getting over that. Like I don't really want to work out and I just want to eat junk food. So my time is coming, to say the least.
All right.
So what I wanted to say to you, Kelly, was there's been like some pretty recent events in our country that I know, and that's not exactly
what I'm on drugs right now.
Good thing. No,
let's go for it.
No, what I really wanted to say was the opinions about the specifics involved aside, I think a lot of what I've been listening to is like, what's the ethos of all of that? And I just wanted to say thank you because I think that this is like I know her face just changed. None of you guys can see it, but she did not see this coming. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being willing to do this podcast with me. Thank you for being a friend that I didn't see coming and a place where we can have conversations and talk about subjects in a way that I think is so important and increasingly rare. So anyway.
Yeah, no. Very well said. I feel the same way. Because our world is so polarized right now. And to the point where we don't even want to open that door. Where it's just like, no, it's going to go nowhere. So I do appreciate talking to you and hearing your opinions, even when I don't agree with them. And I feel like by having that conversation, we do realize that we have a lot more in common than we realize.
Yeah. I remember the day that you wanted me to live. So you asked me to get vaccinated and it was very awkward and on both sides. But I was like, you know what? It takes a really strong person to even like ask.
Yeah.
And like have that conversation. So anyway, so I've been thankful for that. So that's what I wanted to say. Otherwise, my only other plan was to talk about break room etiquette. Which should be similar to the idea of like being able to have a conversation and be respectful of others, and think about the needs of others in conjunction with how you prioritize the world. But the break room is the small microcosm where it doesn't happen for reasons that I don't understand.
No, I mean, whoever got to that break room first, in whatever small little time frame, really set the stage for how that break room is going to act for the next hour.
Oh, so you're talking about people in it at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So like, as nurses, we take breaks at all different times. But if you happen to end up, being the first one in and there's going to be like 3 other people coming in that break room, you have a responsibility, my friend.
Okay.
To set the stage, I feel like.
Give me some examples of what the stage could be set like.
Okay. Yeah. So we have one male nurse where he's going to put on sports.
Oh, yeah.
When he goes in there, right?
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, which is great. I don't mind watching sports. That's fine. But it's going to be on there.
Oh, yeah.
Or we have another friend who watches gun shows on YouTube.
On the TV or on his iPhone?
No, on the TV.
Oh, on the TV. Okay.
Which bothers me probably than most people. But it's a stage set, right? Or you go in there and you heat up Brussels sprouts. And the next, hour is going to smell like Brussels sprouts. So if you're in there alone, I feel like you have a responsibility to like make it a welcoming place
so
for
those
everyone's
are
break.
Negative stages, though.
Those are.
Okay. What's a welcoming maneuver?
Have your earbuds in.
Okay.
You don't even make eye contact, and you just eat your lunch in silence.
I disagree. I think I have the opposite. Now, the Brussels sprouts, I don't disagree on that. But I think it's when I walk into the break room and someone has their headphones in, I don't know. I don't think it's unwelcoming, but I'm like, okay, I'm not going to chit chat with you. That's fine. I've got the vibe. But if you have the TV on, I think that you have opened yourself to conversation.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So,
you don't always break in the break room, though?
I rarely.
And is that a choice based on how the break room is behaving?
No, that's always my goal. I try to either not need to eat or have eaten maybe at the desk or snuck 5 minutes and eaten my dinner before I get my break so that I don't have to deal with that. And then I go from my desk or whatever station I'm at to the blanket warmer. Mm-hmm. And then to the elevators. And that's
and then to your secret spot.
My super secret spot. Yeah.
And then you go and read, usually?
No. No. I put something on my phone, in my headphone, and then scooch down in the comfy little chair and kind of just close my eyes until my alarm goes off. Yeah.
It sounds nice.
It is nice. And that's why, because I was a break room person and it didn't really bother me. And then I was like, what? I hate this. I just sit here for 30, 45 minutes having to deal with whoever comes in and out, flipping between Food Network and HGTV. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like I'm in a little box and I don't like it. Yeah. So
we don't have a window in our break room, and that's rough.
And it's small.
It's very small.
There's one table.
3 people max to be eating.
Yeah. So some general break room rules, though. I feel like when I first started being a nurse, there were hardcore rules. You weren't allowed to have fish. You weren't allowed to have popcorn. But are those things anymore?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be totally honest. I have microwave things that don't smell good. I really love sauerkraut. I've microwaved that. I've microwaved salmon.
Don't you eat it cold?
No, I eat spare ribs in sauerkraut.
Oh.
So you slow cook spare ribs in sauerkraut for a whole day, and then it makes the ribs fall apart, and you eat it with sauerkraut, and it's so good.
Huh.
But it really smells.
Okay. So you don't care about that. I do. I don't think that you should microwave things that smell obnoxious. How about dishes?
Doing your own dishes?
Do you ever leave who is it that leaves the dishes in the sink?
I have no idea. The only time I will is if I have a glass Tupperware that had spaghetti in it. And so it just needed to be rinsed not glass, plastic. Uh-huh. So then it's all red and gross. And so I'll just soak it, but I always wash it and take it home. I've never left dishes there.
But why even do that? Why not just put it back in your bag?
Because then it stains the Tupperware.
You shouldn't be eating out of plastic Tupperware.
I was waiting for you to say that. I set you up. And I don't hardly at all anymore. All my Tupperware is glass, but I have a couple of them.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand why I really just want to know who it is. I want to know, like, when you meet a person and you see like sort of the life choices that they like, certain choices that they make in life, and you're like, you can like start categorizing people. Oh, you're the kind of person that thinks that's okay. You're the kind of person that doesn't think that's okay. Da, da, da. I can't visualize the type of person that thinks it's okay to leave their dishes in the sink. Mm-hmm. And then also is responsible enough to work at a hospital.
Yes. I feel like they're the same people that don't cover their food in the microwave and or wipe the microwave down if there's a spill. That doesn't make sense to me either.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that makes sense to me about that is I don't microwave things that explode at work. I just don't bring that kind of food. But I am notoriously horrible at cleaning our microwave in our house. I never wipe it down. Actually, I had to take the dish out today, like what do you call that?
Yeah, the microwave dish.
The microwave dish, because I microwaved ice cream last night, and it overflowed and it was all sticky on the glass. I was like,
why did you microwave ice cream?
Do you want to hear a cool recipe?
I'm interested.
You use it to make French toast. So instead of having to like beat the eggs and the milk and all this stuff, you just use melted ice cream.
Like vanilla, like French vanilla?
Mm-hmm. But it hadn't defrosted. So I was trying to melt it in the paper carton.
You don't do anything, but hold on. This is blowing my mind. Okay. All you do is dip your bread in melted ice cream and cook it?
Yes, but I was too lazy to do that as well. So I ripped all of the pieces of bread apart and put it in a casserole dish, and then just dumped the ice cream over the top of it and put it in the oven for like 30 minutes. French toast. Done and done.
That's amazing. I love that.
I told you I've been feeling sassy and not interested in doing anything. So that was dinner last night.
Well, I'm not great at cleaning our own microwave like daily either. But if I'm cooking something outside of my house in a microwave and it explodes, that is then my responsibility to clean it up. It is nobody else's. Yeah, I feel like that's the big thing with the break room etiquette. It's like you're making choices that are making other people work. That didn't even make sense. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're giving other people responsibility that they don't own.
Other people. Mm-hmm. I feel like the same is true of the refrigerator, which smells horrible.
I don't understand that. We had a nurse clean out our fridge at work. What was that, like 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago, maybe?
Oh, well, that's longer than I thought. Yeah.
Well, she like emptied the whole thing, scrubbed out that fridge, because it's not environmental services problem, our break room fridge. Right. That's ours. Mm-hmm. And it already smells terrible. Like, who leaves food in the fridge to make it smell like that?
I don't know.
And it's like a mystery smell. Like, you can't even find it.
I get forgetting something every once in a while. I don't even put my food in the fridge because it smells gross in there. I just put it in my locker. Yeah, it's probably fine. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. What's the answer then? To not have a fridge?
No. I think people have tried having like cleaning schedules, but nobody's going to follow that. I don't know. It's just taking responsibility for yourself.
Does this happen on every unit?
Yeah, I think so. I think this is global break room, period. The other thing is stealing people's food from the refrigerator. Yeah. That I can't get past. I told you when somebody stole my Indian food, right?
I have heard multiple occurrences of people of food being stolen that was already half eaten. That I don't understand. Again, who is responsible enough to have a hospital job but makes decisions like that?
Right. I mean, I've taken a splash of Tapatio before out of the fridge. Yeah. I will say that is not mine. But it's a full bottle of Tapatio, and I feel like whoever that is, if I was like, can I just have a splash of Tapatio? They'd be like, yeah, no worries. But I had a whole meal in the freezer. It was like a Trader Joe's Indian meal. That was my lunch, and it was gone. I was so mad.
What's your name on it?
why should I have to put my name on my food?
Because the only thing that I was thinking is that many people put Trader Joe's stuff in the freezer, and they might have, in the most generous scenario, thought that it was theirs.
But that means that on that shift when I came out and I was bitching about it, somebody there was the one that ate it.
Oh, because you brought it.
This was immediate. I brought it and 3 hours later it was gone.
Yeah.
And then one of the nurse practitioners told me that they smelled Indian food heated up just a bit ago in the break room. Somebody ate it.
If I ate your food and you came out belly aching about it, I don't know that I'd say anything. I'm not sure.
Well, if it was an accident, own up to it, right?
Yeah,
or if you're a poor little nursing student that's homeless for some reason, okay. But I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like there's just kleptomaniacs when it comes to break room food.
Definitely if there's the full size creamer and nobody's name is on it, I feel like, oh, I'm going to have a tablespoon of that creamer because
for sure,
clearly it's to share. But then I buy creamers and I just leave them in there and I don't ever drink because I figure,
right.
That seems like the polite thing to do.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be interesting to take a poll on this. Are condiments fair game? Because I feel like they probably should be.
That's probably
true. If you bring an entire thing of ketchup and put it in there, you're not going to say that ketchup bottle is for you for the next 2 years, right?
Well, maybe, because maybe you don't want to have to remember to bring ketchup every time you come to work.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we weren't allowed to have anything shareable in the break room during COVID and they threw away all of the sauces that were in there?
Yeah.
I think that's where our salt shaker went too. So
COVID was a trip when it came to break room.
I would say joke, but I guess you could say trip.
Well, they put that plastic divider in the middle of our 2-foot wide table. I'm like, do you really think that that's going to stop the germs?
Yeah.
It's a closed room. And if we're all breathing and coughing and doing whatever, that little plastic thing is not doing anything.
Yeah. No, that's true. Okay. So you've talked about things that you shouldn't steal ever in the break room or not in the break room. You just shouldn't steal things. Right.
And we've actually had multiple things actually stolen out of our break room over the last year. People's jackets. People have gotten into lockers and stolen things. Mm-hmm. And that's beyond etiquette. That's just what's wrong with you?
That's what I meant. So those are just negative things. Are there other specific ways that you should behave that are specific to a break room of any kind that aren't just necessarily general bad behavior?
There's ways that I think you should behave, but I probably don't do it. So maybe when you walk in and you're just starting your shift, or you're on lunch and all these people are just starting their shift and you immediately tell them how bad it is out there. That's probably not the best way to start the shift for those people.
Okay.
But I think I probably do that where I'm like, ugh, good luck.
It's horrible.
You should just turn around and go away.
I don't think that you should nap in the break room.
Oh, no.
A public place.
Yeah, that makes everybody uncomfortable, I think.
It makes it super awkward. Yeah. I don't feel like the break room should be a meeting place if you have maybe in a bigger break room, not ours, where we only have one table, but if you invite someone from a different unit, I don't think you should have a powwow in a small break room. I think that makes it awkward for other people as well. Not watching your own phone without headphones. I don't think that you should be allowed to do that. What else?
So you mean watching your phone without headphones, just listening? Yeah, that's distracting.
Yeah. It's having I sort of think that FaceTiming in the break room is weird. When someone else is FaceTiming their family or something, it's always should I be here? Should I not be here?
Even a phone call, it doesn't even have to be FaceTime. I feel like
really?
I mean, a quick phone call like, hey, how are things? Good. All right. Love you. See you in a couple hours or whatever. But I think like having a full on conversation in the break room does make it feel a little awkward for the other people. Like, I have to be quiet because you're on the phone. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm probably going to be quiet anyways, but
I don't get to comment on what you're saying because you're not talking to me.
And then you start analyzing what they're talking about.
Yeah. You're like, what's going on? Yeah, I definitely think that. I don't know that there's, I guess I just like threw this out there, but I don't know that there's anything else. We have a locked break room, and I think far too many people know the code to our break room. Yeah. So if someone's floating, should they have access to our break room, or should they have to go back to their own home one?
I don't know if there's a should. I know that I wouldn't feel comfortable being in someone else's break room. I feel like that would be weird. Like if you're floated to another unit and then you like just hang out in their break room, because it's kind of like a little sacred space, right?
Okay.
And then you have some rando just sitting there, you know, while you're taking a break. I don't know.
I guess I do feel bad for the nursing students, but like everywhere they're at is awkward. It's awkward for me. I feel like it's awkward for them. I'm just like, it's just in the way.
What bothers me about the nursing students is not them sitting in the break room. It's them using our fridge, because we have one fridge and sometimes we have 5 nursing students and they all bring like their big lunches, and then there's no room in the fridge for anybody's food. And that brings me to another point.
Excellent.
We have one comfortable chair in the break room. The other 2 are not that comfortable or great. And I'm sorry, but I have been a nurse long enough that I believe there is a hierarchy to that chair. And if I walk in and the comfy chair faces the TV, the other chairs you have to like turn, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like standing up on the bus, right? If there's somebody older than you that looks like they've had a rough day, which is me every day, you should stand up out of that chair and not even say a word, just move to the other chair, because that's where I would sit.
Is this hierarchy within nurses, or this is just nurses to nursing students?
This is just staff general, I feel like.
So if I'm sitting in the comfy chair and you walk in, you want me to get out of that chair for you?
No, because we're on the same level.
Well, you've been a nurse longer than me. You're also older than me, in case people have forgotten.
Whatever. No, you know what I mean. I mean, it's like if there's a big shift. So like I was precepting last week.
Fair enough.
And bless his heart, he understood this hierarchy without me ever having to say anything. When we would go on break, he sat on the corner chair. I sat in the comfy chair. Nothing needed to be said. That's how it should be.
Yeah, no, I mean, he does seem blessed with that sort of social intuition, as far as I can tell.
Yes.
So, well, I was told when I started my clinicals, my mom told me, don't you sit down. Don't you sit down unless somebody specifically gives you a chair and a spot, but you do not sit at the nurse's station as a nursing student, because that belongs to someone. And we can move on to that if you want, but I feel that sometimes I get there at like 1500 and I'm just like, where do you want me to do my job? Because the volunteer is sitting in a chair and the nursing student is sitting in a chair and the orientee is sitting at a computer. And I can't do my job unless I have a spot to do it, and I'm not going to fight. So
I just wait until one of them stands up and then I sit down. And then I log into that computer and it's done.
That's it. It's done.
That's just it. Yeah, I think they get the point.
I don't think all of the nurses think that way, though, because we have a handful of them that will dole out spots to their teacher, to their students, and to their orientees and stuff. And I'm just kind of like...
Which is fine if you want them to have that spot, but then you don't get a spot as their preceptor. You sit behind them.
You use a rolly.
Yeah, one section does not get 2 section seats.
I had to tell someone that they couldn't use my computer the other day, Kelly. One computer wasn't working, and the person asked me, had their stuff all set up, and I was like, what is this? What is happening? And they're like, oh, well, my computer's not working, so I was just going to sit there. And all that fell out of my mouth was no.
That's not surprising.
I was like, no. no. And they're like, well, can't you sit at that computer? Because it's not working for me. And I said, no, this is my section and I have to sit right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, a lot of units are like this. Whoever's sitting in a certain spot is responsible for the rooms surrounding it. I would say that that's pretty universal in healthcare, right? Yeah. You have a computer every so often for that purpose. And so it's not just being nitpicky. It's if a doctor comes and wants to know who's taking care of those patients, they're going to go to that chair.
Yeah.
Or if transport is there to take a patient, they're asking whoever should be in that chair. So if you're sitting in that chair and that's my chair, you're causing problems.
Well, yes, you're confusing the whole order of things, but let's be clear. Transport does not go to the right desk. It's actually a miracle. I think it's statistically more difficult to do what they do than it would be to get to the right computer, quite honestly.
Yeah. But I do want to give a shout out to transport, though. We have a couple transporters that have been there forever, and they tell me good jokes every time I see them. And so,
would you ever be a transporter?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a cool gig. Like, just driving people around. You're in their little medical journey for a minute, but you can tell jokes, and I don't know.
I don't know. I think the walking part sounds cool, but then again, I don't want to have to make small talk for 12 hours.
This is true.
That seems like it would be exhausting. The personality types that do it, that we have at our hospital, I'm like, this works for you. That would do, but the small talk that we have to do as it is quite enough for me. Yeah. Actually. I
don't know. I feel like transporters have a little bag of tricks that they use. They probably say the same things to multiple people, and it'd be kind of cool to see, just kind of get to know each person in little snippets. Tell me something about yourself nobody knows.
That's true. I guess you could play transporter bingo.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I have to tell you something, because we play a game at work, whether we know we do or not, where we time each other or time ourselves doing triage. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
I time myself in my head. I'm like, got it done in 3 minutes. So I went in for this procedure 2 days ago. I was getting ready, and they had brought two of us back at the same time. And I heard one of the nurses say to the other one, "What, are you trying to race?" And she laughed, and she's like, "All right, let's go." And then they came in to quote unquote triage us. And it was cracking me up. I was like, oh, everybody does this.
Wait, but did you help her win?
Oh yeah. Me and her won for sure.
Oh, good. I was like, you answered yes or no questions with yes or no, right? Not a whole sentence.
So fast. Yeah. And the other woman was much older than me, and they were having all these little conversations. And so I let my nurse know. I was like, oh, we're going to win this thing. Here we go.
It's so refreshing when you're at first nurse or triage and the mom gets you and just sees in your eyes, literally all I need for you is to answer this question. Right. Did they test positive for COVID in the last 10 days? Well, they're at daycare. Oh my
yes
God.
Or no.
Yes or no. Just yes or no. Because that's all the buttons that I have.
I had a CRNA mom the other day, and it was magical. I don't know. It might have been the one you knew about. I don't know. But it was magical. It was so fast. She just answered my questions before I even asked them.
Oh, really? No, because the last one we had together, I was doing the computer. So it wouldn't have been that one.
Oh, no. It wasn't a trauma. It was at first nurse.
Oh, nice. She just just hand me the card that has all the answers.
Yeah.
I got in trouble at first nurse from registration. Because I register all my own people. If it's not their first visit, I check them in. And she told me that they're specially trained to do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I could see both sides of that. I feel like in our world of healthcare, things are evolving. And I honestly feel like registrars are probably at a high risk of being on the chopping block of AI taking over. Yeah. And so there might be a little bit of fear of, hey, don't take my job. I am trained for this. But it is also easy just to push the button.
After I told her that I'll get in trouble instead of her getting in trouble, she seemed fine with it.
Oh.
But she was like, I'm going to get in trouble if you do it wrong. I said, no, I'll get in trouble. I get in trouble all the time. It's fine. So I'll get in trouble for it. But, well, and they're always so busy on the adult side. I'm like, I don't want to have to share again when you're timing yourself. Like, you slow my roll when I have to wait for them to be registered. And I'm already like, I have buttons to click. I have things to do. I have to get up and see this kid. I don't have time. I don't have time for this. So.
Especially if they're super busy registering like other patients.
Yeah.
You know, like I can do this one patient. Sure.
Oh, I can do all of them. It doesn't bother me at all. It's like a game to like read upside down while the parents are like writing it down. I'm like, did I get this very Russian name right or not?
Yeah.
Because I can't read it. So we did work a shift together the other day, right?
We did.
Since we've talked.
Well, a couple shifts. You were working like 16 hours and being crazy.
I was working 16 hours. I don't like to bring it up that much because I feel like, okay, here's a question. Is it acceptable to talk about the overtime that you're working while you're working it as a way to garner sympathy?
Well, I'm glad you brought this up because...
Did I whine about it? I try not to.
No, you actually made me feel bad about whining about it. This is probably like a month ago. I was working a 16 and I was totally complaining. And you were like, did you sign up for it? Did you make this choice? Then I don't want to hear it. And I was like, well, yeah, that's probably true. So I have tried really hard not to whine about it from that point on, because I feel like you're right that if you sign up for a shift and you're going in there, then you don't complain. Plus, you're making so much money. So really, we shouldn't be complaining. But I also get tired. And when I get tired, I just want to whine.
There was, no, I agree. I don't get whiny. I don't think. I get other emotions start pouring out of me.
No, you get whiny like early. And then as it progresses, you just get quiet and angry.
Yeah. Well, I was the one working a double, and then all of a sudden everyone else's replacements are coming. It's 11 o'clock in the morning and all these 11 o'clockers are showing up and getting report. And I stomped up to the charge nurse and I was like, listen, where are they? Are they coming? Oh, they're coming in. They just picked up on the fly. So they're going to have to go change and get it. I was like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you right now.
You couldn't have sent one of these other people my way.
I was like, I try not to whine and I try not to stop doing my job until like I'm not the 16-hour person that like stops working like 2 hours before the shift is over. Like if there's a task, I'm going to go do it. So I kept on going. The nurse actually ended up pulling me out of a room. I was in the middle of like doing a bunch of stuff. And she's like, so I'm here and you can just leave. I was like, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit, because the other night, me and my orientee gave you a report, and I told him, I was like, she's not going to mind if you leave that IV for her. And then he was like, I don't know. And I was like, no, it's fine. She'll want to do it. She's been at First Nurse and we've just done 3 lines back to back in the last 45 minutes. Like, it's okay. And then your face made it seem like it was not okay. Is that a faux pas?
So I think that was actually the beginning of the same. Well, that was in the same. I did not stop after you guys left for another 12 hours. I didn't like sit down. I did not.
It was busy. It was a really busy time.
It was very busy. I'm of the opinion that you don't leave anything. So, I didn't have like ill will towards the two of you because I know you and I know you. Mm-hmm. But had it been someone else, I might have been.
Well, so I look at it like from a charge nurse standpoint. So it was like, let's say 23:10, like, totally. So we needed to be gone in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And being a new person, had he gone in to start that new workup, we would have been held over. You wouldn't have gotten report on your other patients. Everything would have kind of got pushed back. Yeah. But I agree. I don't think that most people that leave things don't think of it that way. It's just, well, it's 7 and I don't want to be here anymore. So you can go do that. But that wasn't, our intention.
Sure.
I was like, no, Sam trusts me. She knows that I wouldn't do that unless there was a reason.
Yeah, the reason presented was we assumed that you would want to do this, Ivy. I mean, sure.
Just wanted to give you something.
Yeah, well, that individual, yeah, again, very intuitive because, well, I knew the look on my face was, I was trying to get it off. I was like, Kelly could take this. I don't know if this person can take this, but I don't think that was the only thing. And Kelly, your vitals weren't up to date and you had an orientee.
They were all on the monitor.
But they weren't. No, they were not.
Oh, I think they were. I know. You made a face about that as well. But, I'm not perfect, Sam. I was a little tired.
That's fair. Neither am I, just to be clear. But I was like, Kelly.
I know. You just turned around and looked at a tech and you were like, I need vitals on all of my patients.
Yeah, that's
I was just like, oh, yeah. Whatever, Sam. You're going to live. I knew you would. I was okay with it.
I think it was a different shift that I, 2 shifts later, I actually just collapsed to the ground and I just like squatted at the charge nurse station and just put my head down and was like, so when the exclamation point is gone, tell me so I can get it out of the pixie. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, when the exclamation point is gone, I was like, I have no more words. I can't.
Oh, you're talking about like when pharmacy holds your medication hostage?
Yes, exactly. I needed the medication to be verified so that I could go get it out of the machine that has all of the medicines. But I just made some poor decisions of working like too much. And I was capable of doing my job. I just could no longer verbalize it to anyone. And
Well, you did just say pixie. Please tell me you don't really call it pixie.
No, that's what I'm saying. I had nothing left. And the charge nurse was like, what? I'm like, I don't know what it's called anymore. I don't know. I just, and when nothing's like working, I was over it.
Yeah.
I was toast, but I don't think that it's okay. I think it's okay for people to be sympathetic towards you and like be nice to you if you're working a lot. But they just have to like you enough to do it. I don't think you get to like demand it because you've chosen to work.
No. And I think in a funny way, you can call people out on it of just like, you're getting paid, right? You wanted this overtime? Okay, let's keep going.
When have you ever said that to anyone?
Never, because I can't say it in a real voice. It wouldn't be nice.
You would not. I prefer to be more of like, oh, how many hours are you working? Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. What? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Uh-huh. Or the calling in, like working overtime and then calling in.
That's that one pisses me off.
Yeah. That's a pet peeve. Okay. Ordering food. So break room type stuff. What is it like kindergarten style? If you're going to order food on the unit, do you have to ask everybody?
I don't know, but I would like your answer to that, Samantha, because when I ordered food without asking you one time, you disowned me for like 24 hours.
Because we're friends.
I was hungry and it was busy.
You could have just said, Sam, do you want any food? I'm ordering right this second. And do you know what I would have said? No, order your food. I'm totally fine. Thanks. So
it's the thought that counts.
100%. And I'm not going to get anything from Thomas Hammer because I don't like anything there. But I want you to ask me so that I can say no.
So I can feel pretty.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Okay, so as someone who has ordered food in the past, the problem with asking everyone is then it takes forever for everyone to decide. And you have to collect money. And people are not very, like, if they're ordering off a menu and it says $12.99, they'll Venmo you $13. They don't add in tax or tip or delivery or anything like that. And that gets really irritating. I ordered for like 10 people one time and ended up paying like $80 myself because after everybody paid me what they wanted, then I had like all the tax and delivery fees and tip and all of that left over. So now Uber Eats has a thing where you can do a group order. And so I will just do a group order and I'll just tell people like, hey, if you want something, order it in the next 10 minutes. And then they have to pay themselves.
Okay. That's a good idea.
But that's how I got burnt on asking people if they wanted food.
I see. Okay. That seems reasonable. I don't know. I see your point. Like we're grown-ups and we shouldn't have to play this game. But then also I feel bad when I don't get asked. Then it's like, well, from certain people. If it's like a certain group of people that I know that I'm not like in with, then it doesn't bother me. But if it's like people that I like think are like my buds and then they don't ask me, my feelings get hurt like a 12-year-old. And I don't know how to become better than that.
Do your feelings only get hurt if other people were asked or if no one was asked, if somebody just ordered just for themselves?
Well, my feelings get hurt all of the time, every day about loads of things. And that's just who I am. I just have to get over it. Yeah, probably more so if it's a group. But I was just giving you a hard time. So.
Yeah, it was a hard time. You didn't let it go for a while. And then the next day I ordered you food because that's who I am. Then I feel bad. So then I just ordered you lunch the next day. It's like, here, can we be friends now?
I won't bring something up if it really bothers me because I'm a woman and I'm like sort of passive aggressive and I don't have that kind of conflict resolution skill. Yeah. Listen, on a separate note, in my other tasks in life, it's like mostly men. They'll like argue with each other. They're like going for the same position against each other where like they talk about why they're better and the other ones are not good. And then they'll turn around and like joke and sit next to each other and talk about golf. And I'm like, no, this is not how the female world works. There is no way. If like we were both going for the same position and I spent like a interview or something talking about why I'm better than you, that we would like go have coffee and just like yuck it up. No.
Well, doesn't that feel like what they're arguing about is kind of fake? I mean, that they don't really feel passionate about it. And
no, I don't know which part is real and which part is fake. And quite honestly, I don't know which way is more healthy or less healthy. Like maybe it is healthy to be able to do that and then still have like a personal friendly relationship. But then at the same time, I think maybe it's not. I don't know. Like which one is disingenuous? The being nice or the other part? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, it's a tough one because I told you about something that happened that I did not want to share on this because I was afraid people would know what I was talking about. But when I have like a conflict with someone, it takes a lot for me to let that go.
Yeah.
Get over it and then just be friends without having like a full blown conversation about it. And I don't want to do that. That's too much work. So I'm just like, screw them.
Like if you and I were both interviewing for like an A&M position and they were like, well, Kelly's the other one. Tell us why you would be better than Kelly, like in front of you.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know.
Oh, I would just list them. I'd be like, I am.
Oh
These
my
are
God.
all the ways I'm better than Sam.
I could never, ever. Like, even, I mean, for one, there's no way that I would be better than you at it. But I think even thinking of people that like maybe I have a different skill set from that I could be better at that, I could never say it like
just
in
bluntly.
front of your face.
You just want to be sly and talk about them behind closed doors.
I would, okay, rude. And yes, but
it's easier.
I would never say like in these ways, I am better than these ways that they are not good. I would just say, these are my skills and these are my weaknesses. And these are why my skills are important. You can weigh those against their skills and you can decide. I'm not going to be like, well, I'm a better phone answerer than they are. And so
that's a very good way to do it. I think. I don't think we need to badmouth each other in life. I think we can just stand on our own actions and beliefs and move on.
Yeah, it's just always bizarre to watch from like my point of view, these like other groups of people. I'm just like, wow, I wouldn't have invited them over for dinner after that, but okay, you do you, whatever. that is definitely a choice that could be made. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I want to be asked if I want food. Just if you work with me, just ask me. I'll say no like 90% of the time. It just makes me feel good. But sometimes we plan it, and I think that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Or like if you're going to plan like tomorrow night, we're all going to bring something pickled. I think that you should text the people that are going to be there the next night that aren't there. And
yeah.
I think that's polite.
Well, okay, if you plan a potluck and somebody comes and doesn't bring anything, do they deserve the potluck?
And can you tell them no?
No, you can't. But in your eyes, you can. Okay, this person no longer works with us, so I can talk about this. We had, it was my last day on night shift, my first last day on night shift because I've gone back. And so I brought in Outlaw Barbecue. Like I spent like $120 on Outlaw Barbecue. It was supposed to just be like a fun for night shift. My last night, let's eat together. One of the day shift workers filled 2 plates worth of barbecue and took it home to her family and was walking out through the unit being like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Now I don't need to cook dinner. How do you respond to that? Because all my flabbers were gasted. It was ridiculous. And so by the time I got a break, all the food I bought was almost gone.
Well, I think that you know better than to not put something away for yourself. I'll say that because if something's on
I know
the
now.
table when I walk in and I'm like, oh, I'm going to want a donut later, I will snag a donut and put it in my locker or a brownie or whatever. I don't think, can you do anything in the moment? I don't think you can.
Yeah, just be like, go put those plates back, biatch. Those were not for you. No, you can't do that. But I have learned now that I will just leave it in my car until it's time to bring it out.
11:30.
That was rough, and I was very upset about that, and it still bothers me to this day.
Clearly.
Obviously.
Yeah. I will, if I'm working a mid shift, I usually make 2 like servings of something and I'll put one out like when I get there at like 3 and then I'll save another one and put it out at like 11 so that everybody gets something. Cause it's weird. Okay. So the potluck thing, I think that they're allowed to eat. I think that you just have to like take it as a loss. We were just reading 1 Corinthians chapter 6 today, and it says, just take the loss and know that Christ will make it up, and it's okay.
So we're going Christ barbecue on this.
I'm just saying.
Christ potluck.
I'm just saying.
Maybe there's barbecue potluck. I agree. I'm not going to tell anyone they can't eat when there's a big potluck, especially if, like if they didn't know about it, absolutely not. Or if they forgot. No big deal. But it's the people that like are not a part of it in any way, maybe don't even work on that unit.
Okay.
Will come over and it's like, woo, free food and fill up. That's where I have a problem. Or student etiquette. We could do a whole lot on this. You are not a part of the potluck. If there are donuts at the nurse's station, or if it's, cookies or if it's candy or something, yes, that's fine. But if there is like a whole potluck going on, that means that people have planned this, people cooked for this, it has some sort of meaning, and you're not a part of it. You shouldn't make a plate unless you're offered it. So if you have a really nice preceptor like Sam and she's like, no, absolutely, you can have some, then that's fine. But to just go in there and take part of the potluck, I say no.
I will give you that. I'm very territorial about our unit and like about whatever we're doing. Now, if I personally know like one of the sitters or something, I'll be like, hey, do you want something? What do you want? I'll go get it for you. Like, I'll go grab you a donut. I'll make you a plate, something like that. Or our housekeeper, well, except for one of them, he's very nice. I'm sure that he's a lovely man, but he drives me batty. But the other ones I really like. And I feel like they're part of our unit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So stuff like that. But no, I totally agree with you. Somebody that's just like passing through, I'm like, don't touch our chili bar. Excuse me, I'm going to eat those salamis later.
Right. I don't care if they're dried out and the cheese is hard. I'm still going to eat it when I'm hungry.
Don't. Okay, dang it. We hopefully, I do have one more question then about students. Are students just an extension of the nurse that they're with and thus should be treated the same way?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Students should be treated like students. Just like new hires should be treated like new hires.
I sort of feel the same way. There was a student recently that was with a nurse that I really, really respect and really like personally and at work. But the student was such a biatch. And she was so, the like 3 encounters that I had with her, I just was not impressed. But the nurse that she was with just isn't, she's just very kind and very sweet and is not the kind of nurse that would correct like an attitude, I think. And I was like, I will be nice to this person for you. But if this were my student, like we would have a conversation about this behavior. Like it is not okay to talk to another nurse like this. Like it's
No, and I feel like some of that lands on the nursing instructors. There should be very clear cut. This is some do's and don'ts of while you're on your clinicals. You know, you should be absorbing all the information. You should be asking lots of questions. At no point should you be disrespectful or rude.
And it wasn't, I mean, I will grant her, she wasn't like overtly like something that, well, probably even you would think was rude. But, you know, since I live with all of my emotional endings right on the surface, I was just like, excuse me, ma'am. That's not what I said. And I'm not talking to you. I'm going to wait for your preceptor. Because I'm going to wait till your mom gets back. So just calm down. Just chill out.
Yeah.
Wait till.
I think it's a generational thing, which we talk about a lot. I feel like this newest generation they sure think a lot of themselves.
Dang it. I wanted to talk to you about other stuff too. I just like looked at my little notes on my phone since we haven't talked in a while. I hadn't looked at them, but have you heard of this ballerina farms?
No.
Okay, great. We'll talk about it next time.
Okay.
Questions? Do you have any?
I'll just throw some out there because I didn't really plan. What's your favorite 80s movie of all time?
What are some examples?
Gremlins, Labyrinth.
Oh. That's not at all what I was
16
thinking.
Candles.
That's what, okay. I would say I like the Molly Ringwald set. So there's 16 Candles, but what's the other one? Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
I like 16 Candles, Pretty in Pink. And then that weird Hobbit drawing, did that come out in the 80s or the 70s?
Hobbit drawing?
Oh, there's a Hobbit movie that's a cartoon version.
Oh.
And it is so scary. At least it was scary to me as a child when my parents let me watch it. But
I love Molly Ringwald too. I think out of hers, I liked Breakfast Club probably the most.
Oh,
but my favorite is probably Labyrinth because it's crazy, wild, and I love it. And Never Ending Story.
Oh, the Never Ending Story. I think I might just need to scroll through a list of them now someday and look at what I tried to show the boys. Oh shoot. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
I thought it would be funny. It's not appropriate at all for children. So
I didn't realize Charlie Sheen was in that movie. And then I just watched the Charlie Sheen documentary on Netflix, which is messed up. He has lived quite the life. But yeah, he's like the bad boy in Ferris Bueller. The sister talks to like while they're in jail.
Yeah, I was thinking bad boy, like he's the antagonist. And I'm like, no, that's Mr. Rooney, who's just trying to do his freaking job that day.
Mr. Rooney. Did you say poor Mr. Rooney?
Well, I mean, I think that there's a way to read this story where Mr. Rooney was just trying to do his job. And Ferris Bueller is just being an a-hole. That's a fun a-hole. That's okay. Okay. If there was actually, this one's on, it's basic, but what's your giving and receiving love language here?
Oh, well, receiving is words of affirmation. I don't know what giving is. I thought they were just the same. I thought your love language was your love language.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like if that's how I experience love, that's what I give back.
Do you feel like that's true in your life?
I don't know. Now I'll have to think about it.
Well, do you like give words of affirmation as a form of love?
Probably not as much as I want it myself. I like to buy gifts for people. So maybe I'm a gift giver.
Maybe you're a gift giver. Yeah. That makes sense.
What about you?
I think I'm a works and words of affirmation. Like that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I am like, I give like time. I give gifts. Yeah. Please don't touch me. I don't want to be touched. I don't want to touch other people. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
My best friend's amazing at that. She like held my brother's hand like all through my mom's like services and stuff. And I was like, bless you, because I can't do that. And yeah, she's really good at it. So it's amazing to see. Okay. What else you got?
What's the best Halloween costume you've ever had for yourself?
Are you just making these up as you go?
Yeah. They're just in my brain.
Okay. I 100% have a list and I check them off. Probably when I dressed up as Jasmine for like 4 years in a row. I don't know that I've even dressed up since then.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to dress up this year?
No.
You could pull Jasmine back out.
No. Did you know that I used to think I was Indian?
No, I did not. Like Native American or
like
Indian?
American. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Until my dad
took because of your dark hair?
Yeah, just because of my dark hair. I woke up one day and was like, must be Indian.
Well, I'm asking, like, how did you come to that conclusion?
Well, you've probably never seen my dad, but he's like ambiguously ethnic in some way. My mom's white and from Ohio, so that's why I look like I look. But yeah, he was just raised like being told that his grandma was Native American of some sort. And like we went and found her grave. Like it was all this whole thing. And then he took like a 23andMe when I bought it for him for Christmas one year. 0%. So
what is is he like Armenian or something cool?
He's Mediterranean.
So he's like Greek.
Yeah. So he's like almost 6 feet. He's 6 feet and has like olive skin and like jet black hair. And my brother is like more colored like him. But yeah, I had like moccasins and we went to like, what are those things called? The powwows. Yeah. I had a little medicine bag when I was younger. Mm-hmm.
Does that kind of break your heart that you're not a little Native American?
Kind of. Cause I think I filled out that bubble on like a lot of forms.
Well, I don't think I care about the bubble, but a similar thing happened to me is I did Ancestry for a while, like got the free 3-month trial and just got really into it. And my maiden name is Brannon. It's very Irish.
Oh, yeah, very Irish.
I was always told that we were Irish. I'm a redhead.
Yeah.
I'm Irish, right? No, turns out I'm like 90% German. Ooh. There's like a little bit of Irish that has just held on through that name. But that name goes up to like my great, 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 great grandfather. And everyone else in the tree is German. So I was like, well, I mean, Oktoberfest is cool, but I really wanted to be Irish.
You prefer St. Patty's Day, huh?
I really do. That's just who I am.
You do look good in green. So
thank you.
There's that. Was that mine? Okay. If you could swap a personality trait with your husband, what would it be? Which is to say, what do you like most about him that you wish you were yourself, not what pisses you off?
Probably his ability to let things go. He's very good at, he's a 9 Enneagram style. He just kind of goes with the flow.
Little peacemaker.
Yeah. He doesn't let things really bother him. That'd be nice.
Yeah. I actually simply would probably ditto that. Philip is able to just, take it on.
But then nothing would get done. I mean, it gives me anxiety just thinking about letting everything go. Honestly, like that's what I want. But giving up control also causes a great amount of anxiety.
Oh man, I don't know. Philip he was in charge of our house for like a decade when
That's
I
true.
worked, and he did a good job, but no, he's like not offended. I guess it's not so much go with the flow. He's not like scared of people, and he can deal with someone like me that like blows up and is very intense about everything all of the time. And he's just like,
Meh.
Whatever, like it doesn't bother him. And that is amazing, because I had one encounter with a neighbor last weekend before I came to work, and it like I couldn't stop thinking about it for hours. I was just pissy about the whole, and I was like, oh, I should have said this, and next time I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to talk to them ever again, and next time they're outside I'm going to do this and that. And Philip's like, who cares, she's crazy. And I'm like, I care. I'm
Right. And it's like, or we could just do nothing and just let it go.
Yeah. He was just like standing on the sidewalk texting someone the whole time. I'm like, didn't you see the way she opened her front door? Rude. Okay. What is your least favorite thing about fall? I'm tired of hearing about how much people love fall. It's really just, I don't care. What's your least favorite thing?
Pumpkin spice, everything. I don't like pumpkin spice. I don't understand the thing about pumpkin spice. Like, calm the F down. We don't need to have it like embroidered on pillows, and like everything is pumpkin spice. I just stop.
Wait, what?
You go.
Because you don't like pumpkin spice, or because it's too much about pumpkin spice?
Both.
Okay.
I don't like pumpkin spice at all.
Do you like pumpkins?
No.
Oh, how do I not know this? I also
like carving pumpkins. That's about it.
Yeah. I also don't like pumpkin. It's like I don't like pumpkins and I don't like banana, and that's it.
Oh.
So, my least favorite thing about fall, since you asked, would be how much everyone else likes it. That really irritates me. I also feel that way about people sometimes, when everyone likes someone for reasons that I can't understand. That just like
makes you dislike them even more.
A little bit, yeah. I'm like, why does everyone like? There's no reason to like someone that much. We're not that great. Like, none of us. No.
Or is it because people don't like you that much? Are you jealous?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No. I am a jealous person, and there are things that I'm jealous of for sure. But like your hair, like there's a lot of people's hair on our unit that I'm really jealous of.
Oh,
or like
you don't need to be jealous of it.
But no, I just like sometimes when everyone likes something so much, I'm like, I don't want to like it because everyone does. And I don't want to do that.
Fair.
Okay. Do you have one to end us off then?
Sure. We can stick with our just an easy Halloween theme. Favorite Halloween candy?
I really
like if your kids come home with a giant bucket, what are you stealing? Because I get first dibs. I don't know about you, but I get first dibs out of their candy.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like sour straws, sour punch straws, but Halloween related. Oh, I'll take those like candy corn pumpkins all day long.
That's a love or hate relationship with most people, because my husband loves candy corn. It tastes like wax to me.
It tastes like sugar. But
I really like Lifesaver gummies.
Oh, no.
Oh, they're so good. Yeah. Or the nerd clusters.
Okay, that's fair.
Full boxes of those. Those are really good too.
When those are in the candy drawer at work, I'm like, only take one bag, Sam. You can only eat
they're going to be gone by the end of the shift for sure.
Of nerd clusters. I mean, Reese's is like a standby all the time. Yeah. And if you don't like Reese's, then you have to be allergic to peanuts, and that's the only reason.
Yeah.
Or chocolate. But okay, cool. Well, I think that wasn't exactly what I thought, but we'll come up with some other stuff to chit chat about for sure. We just, sorry, we had a few weeks where we just had a lot of stuff to get done and to do our regular lives. But we have had like a couple of comments on our socials, which have been amazing. So if there's things that you like or that you don't like or that you want to hear more about or not ever hear about again, let us know. We're happy to take some input. And otherwise, we'll be back next week at the nurse's station.
Bye.
Hey guys, this is Kelly from At the Nurse's Station. Sam and I would like to remind you that the views and opinions expressed on this podcast are strictly our own and do not in any way reflect the position of our employers. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only and in no way should be considered medical advice. As always, consult a qualified medical provider for questions regarding your health or medical conditions. We hope you have fun listening to us today, and we'll see you next time at the Nurses Station.